So what is up, guys? So I did film some stuff this morning, but it was kind of bad, and I watched it back and I was like, yeah, this is bad, and I had nothing else to film. So I was just gonna tell you a story about when I went snowboarding in Oregon. So we go to this place called Mount Ashland. It's a ski and snowboarding resort, and it's really fun. And I went during spring break, and my aunt, she's actually my great aunt, and she's super cool, and she always wants to let the kids have the best time they can possibly have. And she used to ski, and when I got there, she goes, yeah, and I didn't know that I was gonna go snowboarding at all. She told me the day I got to Oregon, she was like, oh yeah, I have some plans for you. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I'm gonna take you up to go snowboarding. And she was like, Matthew, which is my cousin, she goes, I told him that I was gonna take you skiing, but he said he doesn't want to go skiing. He wanted to go snowboarding. So she was like, oh, you can decide. And of course, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go snowboarding. Well, we went on Friday. I think I got there on Monday or Tuesday. We went on Friday, and we get there, and it's literally, we're driving up the mountain, and it's like, you can't see in front of you. It's just a whiteout, pretty much. It was like a blizzard. And so we drove all the way to the top, and we got out of the car, and you know when it's like windy and you open your car door and it like slams open? Well, that's what happened, right? And so we go up, and we're like, is any of the lifts open with like this storm or anything? And they're like, no, the lifts are actually closed unless you're like an expert skier. There was one ski lift open, that's it. So we were like, yeah, we'll come back another time, because I've never snowboarded, and they do this thing where they would give you lessons. And so I was like, yeah, I don't want to do it today. And so she was like, we'll come back tomorrow. And so we went back, and I ended up signing up for a lesson. Well, in the lesson, they're supposed to like teach you like how to turn, how to stop, everything, and like to control on snowboarding. To control your speed, you're supposed to go back and forth across the mountain, right? Well, the person didn't teach me that, so I'm going down the bunny hill, and I'm just going straight down. I'm like darting down the hill, hoping that little kids don't get in my way, because I don't know how to stop or slow down. And so I'm just flying down, right? And so like we were like thinking, we were like, what the heck? Like, why didn't they teach me how to do all this? And so the instructor, we get down to the lift, and he was like, yeah, just go up. I'll meet back up with you to teach you more stuff. So I went back up. He I never saw him again. He disappeared. He like left us all, and there was like 5 of us. So like we paid for a lesson, and he disappeared. So like one of the instructors, another instructor, ended up hearing that he told us to just go, and so he set it up to where we all got like a pass to come back another day, and we'll get a lesson for free, rental for free, everything, and a whole mountain pass, right? So we come back on the next day, actually, and the day after that, and so we go back, and I ended up getting another lesson. This girl, she was amazing. She taught me so much. She was great, and they even said that she was one of their best instructors they have there. And so so she taught me how to turn and everything, right? And so finally she was like, all right, I think you're ready for like something else. And I was like, I'm just gonna keep practicing on the bunny hill, and then I'll move up, right? So I was getting my turns in, and I was doing the wide turns like they teach you. And one of my aunt was watching me from the lodge little thing, and one of this guy that she was talking to, he used to be an instructor there. And so he was like, oh yeah, he's ready to go on to Comet. And Comet's the like, it's more of like an intermediate hill. Like, it's a little bit bigger. It's a lot steeper and bigger, right? So I'm like, all right. So I asked him, so I left, and the instructor, I asked her, I was like, so am I good to go? She was like, oh yeah, go ahead. So I left, right? And I asked him, I was like, so how do you get to the lift for Comet? He was like, oh, you just go down there and then you'll see the lift and just hop on it. I was like, okay, sounds good. So the way that it all funneled in was Comet came down like that, and then the bunny hill came down, and then they kind of conjoined, and it kind of like came that way, right? And so that probably makes no sense. So anyways, I just funneled in, and it takes you down this little path, and it turns left. And so I'm coming over, and I see the lift, so I just go to those lifts, and I hop on, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't know these lifts were blue. I thought they were gray. So, and I'm sitting there, and mind you, the lift's like this wide. So it's a one-person lift, and I'm just sitting there looking up like, this is high. Like, this goes up way higher than I thought. But I was like, oh, it's probably nothing. Like, it had to go down and it has to go higher anyways. So I'm sitting there, and it just keeps going and going and going. And I knew I messed up when I got to the top and there was no trees. I was like, oh crap, like, what did I do? So that's when I realized I got on the wrong lift, right? So I get off, and you have to bind your second foot in. And I'm goofy footed, so I always have my right foot binded in, and my left foot is my back foot. And so I go sit on the bench that's up there, and I binded my left foot in, and then I went down the mountain, and I started going down, and immediately I was like, this is not for me. Like, this is only my second day, and I'm really, honestly, I'm trash right now. Like, I'm not even that good. And there was literally nobody up there. Not a single person passed by me, nothing. The only people I saw the whole time on the lift or anything was the people that crossed under the lift going down on the littler hill. So I'm thinking to myself, what the heck? And so I start trying to go down, and I just start like falling left and right. And I ended up just like sliding on my butt, and I knew that it was bad when I was on my butt trying to stop myself, because you have to dig your board into the snow to stop. I knew I messed up when I was trying to do that, and I just kept sliding. Like, it was so steep, that's how bad it was. And it was thick and rough snow. It was like super like soft, and it was like super bumpy at the same time. There was a lot of holes. And so like, and already I knew it was the wrong slope because I couldn't see the rental place. And at the other one, you could see the rental place. And so I ended up like just trying, there was a flattened spot, there was a spot that kind of went on an angle like that, and so that was easy. So I got up and I started going. Well, it was the end of the day, so they started taking the fences down. So I started going just straight, right? And all of a sudden I had to stop super quick because one way said Romeo, because it's kind of funny, the slope's names were Romeo and Juliet, and then it said jump course, and so I was like, oh, that's not where I want to go. So I was like, because that doesn't say comment, I need to get on comment. So I go left. Well, all of a sudden I had to stop super quick because there was no fence there. It was just a drop off. Usually they have fences there. It was just a drop off, and I didn't know that. So I was like, oh crap, and I stopped like maybe 3 feet from the edge, and that was the scariest moment, right? And so I had to like scoop myself back up. I didn't take out my legs. I had to scoop myself back up on my hands going up a mountain, right? And so I started going down again. I went this right, which is Romeo, Juliet, and then the jump course. And so I started going down, and I was so done with it at that moment. I was like, just get me out of here. And so finally, I finally saw the rental place, and it was kind of just a straight shot. And so I didn't even worry about turning. I just went straight down, just like rocketed down the mountain. And my aunt, she goes, like, because I stopped at the bottom, and I just laid down, like, in the snow, like, just exhausted, because it was rough. Like, I fell so much. I tumbled at times. And my aunt goes, what happened? And I'm laying there, and I go, I got on the wrong lift. And she goes, yeah, I wondered. I was like, why is it taking him so long? And then she said, all of a sudden, I see somebody just tumbling down the mountain. I was like, oh, there he is. And I was like, oh, thanks for the confidence, Cindy. Like, it was really funny. I started laughing because the way she said it, she was like, oh, I saw somebody tumbling down the mountain. And I said, oh, there he is. So I just thought it was funny. But, yeah, it was intense. And so finally, I went left. I mean, you know how I said when I went down that trail, I got on that lift? Well, I went just to the straight one that's right ahead of you. You have to turn right to get on the right lift. So I didn't know that, and so I messed up really bad. And so I'll show you one of the clips of me coming down comment, and then I'll put in a picture of where I was supposed to go and where I went, because I went to the top of the mountain. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Give me a try next time. But anyways, please tell all your friends about me, all your family. Tell everyone and anybody and everyone about me. I'm trying to get my name out there and start getting more subscribers and everything. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.